V here. Having recently finished The Cat Lady, I got to thinking about stuff, which eventually led to the idea of doing a quick review on here when I finish a game. That way my thoughts and reactions can still be relatively fresh since my memory is crap. Anyway, let's get things rolling, starting with the core of The Cat Lady, the storyline. Dark, grim, and depressing is a good way to describe it. The terminally depressed protagonist, Susan Ashworth, has an incredibly bleak outlook on life. She hates people in general. She puts herself down quite a bit at the very beginning. And she even commits suicide. That is not a spoiler, by the way. That happens in the first 5 minutes of the game, if that. It just goes downhill from there, too. Now, I'm not saying it's bad, of course. It's really, really good, actually. Susan's a believable character, in my opinion. It might seem like a bit much at first, but that's only because you don't have any idea what got her like that in the first place. After you find out, it's a bit more understandable, especially if you personally make it worse when given the chance. As of the ending, at least the one I got since there are multiple, there are a few loose ends I don't quite get. The last scene of Chapter 6 being the biggest one. However, none of these little mysteries are really focused around Susan, so they might be answered in whatever Harvester releases next, or were throwbacks to an earlier game titled Downfall that I didn't even know existed until about halfway through my Let's Play thanks to Agaroth. So that's something to look into. Anyway, moving on to the graphics. They might come across as simple, but they do a great job of complementing the tone of the story. They also manage to be creepy as hell when the need arises. I really don't know what else to say on the matter, since graphics are something I don't really pay that much attention to usually, as long as I can see what's going on, so moving on. The sound, now that was bloody amazing. The background music fit, which you can hear some of playing right now, maybe. The parts with the vocals both fit and were just freaking awesome, I thought. The voice acting was especially well done. Susan's actress was amazing, which makes sense. She can't have a crap VA be your protagonist. I have seen it done before. Last things to note, which I've been putting off, is gameplay. Playing is simple. Left and right move, up, interact, down, access inventory, enter, select things. All basic, no mouse required. Not hard to learn, does what it should. Pretty fluid, really. Minimal is good for a game like this. Minimal interface. Anyway, besides, the central part of the Cat Lady is the story, like I said before. There are puzzles. Some might make you think, but none are infuriatingly difficult, I found. And this is from someone who normally sucks at figuring things out in adventure-style games. All in all, I'd say that Cat Lady is definitely worth a look, especially if you're into dark but meaningful stories with heavy injections of depression and splashes of horror. Hell, even if you aren't, since by that description, it doesn't sound like something I'd find very interesting, and I freaking loved it. Check out the demo, or the trailers, or Let's Play or something. Plenty of options. If you go the LP route, though, I wouldn't watch past the first chapter if you plan to play it yourself, if that much. This is one of those games that I think is much better experienced the first time than just watched. With that in mind, I'll direct you to the links I lobbed in the description of this video. Do with them what you will. This is V, signing out and wishing Harvester Games the very best of luck on their next release. I'm very much looking forward to it.